All right, YouTube, good morning. Second video in a row, so I will try to keep this pace a little bit. I just saw this introduction article on deep research, new AI agent by OpenAI, which really got me excited. I saw some X posts by some AI influencers, and they stated that it already saved them a 150K research team or assistant per year that they were using. So obviously this could be a really cool new agent. I just did a video on agents yesterday, so I will link that here above somewhere so you can check that out as well. But this will just be a first glimpse of deep research. I haven't tried it before at all, so this will just be me using it. One caveat here is that you need to have a pro subscription, so a pro model for the OpenAI subscription that you already use. So it doesn't work on Plus and Free yet. The pro subscription is $200 a month, so that's quite substantive. I just got one this week, and I will see with this agent if it's worth it or not. And caveat number 2 is that you need to be in the US, but you can easily evade that or circumvent that by using a VPN. By the way, my voice sounds a bit weird. I don't have a mic on me right now. I'm just using a AI enhancer tool, so FYI. All right, let's have a look. Introducing deep research, February 2nd. An agent that uses reasoning to synthesize large amounts of online information and complete multi-step research tasks for you. Available to pro users today, Plus and Team next. All right, so let's just play around with it. I don't have time to read all the stuff. Let's just go to ChatGPT and go play around. So first thing I see here is that I am in the ChatGPT O3 mini model. I can select also Pro mode, also mini high. I'm just in O3 mini for now. And I see this new button here, deep research. So let's just click that. Okay, so now I can apparently just give a prompt. What do I want to learn about? Well, I'm writing this article for the past few months already, a little bit in the weekends, in the spare hours, on psychedelics and spirituality. I read a lot of books on psychedelics. I, of course, have a psychedelic startup or company, so that's where a lot of my interest lies. And what I'm trying to research is if psychedelics and spirituality are compatible. But now that I come to the chapters on spirituality, I noticed that I don't have extensive knowledge on that. So it could be really cool to research how different spiritual practices or methods or schools regard taking psychedelic drugs or drugs in general in order to attain some spiritual goals or enlightenment or whatever. So that will be my first prompt. All right, so I have my first prompt here, pretty basic. So I asked, can you research how different spiritual traditions view psychedelic drugs or other mind-altering substances in relation to spiritual practice, etc.? Let's just go for enter and see what it comes up with. Okay, so ask me a question. Could you clarify if you're interested in a particular set of spiritual practice, or if you would like a broad overview covering? Okay, that's already interesting. So it's asking me for further clarification. So what I want to know, please give a broad overview first. First, covering as many perspectives as possible. It also asked me a second question I see now. Would you like this research to focus on historical views, contemporary interpretation, for both? Let's see what it comes up with now. I'll research how different spiritual traditions, including major religious indigenous beliefs and esoteric traditions, view psychedelic drugs and other mind-altering substances. All right, it gives a quite nuanced overview here. Takes a while to load with the new with research. Now I see this, so it's loading a starting research banner or loading bar. By the way, I will pause some things here in the video if it takes too long, but for now, let's just keep recording. Okay, so we're now about 2 minutes in. Takes quite a while to do the research, and I see on the right side now a new sidebar being opened. So I'm going to place my head here on the left side for now. So what is it doing? I'm gathering insights. Okay. So you see it's reasoning, its thought process on the right side here, which is pretty cool. Also the sources. It's gathering materials from Wikipedia, it looks like. It searched Christian perspectives on psychedelic drugs. Interesting. And in the meantime, you also see here the bar you see being loaded. So it kind of gives you an idea on how far it is. And I see now it's researching Islam. So that's also quite cool. You see what it's doing at the moment. You can also see it's researching Reddit threads, articles, YouTube videos. Some are speculative, so they're not reliable. I suggest looking for academic or credible book reference instead. That is dope. So it knows the difference between legitimate books and articles and speculative YouTube videos. That's nice. Searching Taoism, pondering the ties between Hinduism and cannabis practice. This is dope. Oh my god. I'm curious to see what it comes up with, if it's actually something I can work with or not. So in the meantime, while Deep Research is doing its research, I can just show you this post here that got me interested. It's from Siki Chen. And he said here, I'm only 1 day in so far, but Deep Research and O3 is exceeding the value of 150K. I'm paying a private research team to research a disease. I'm not going to even try to pronounce this, for his daughter. And then I saw Tiago Forte repost that with It's Really Happening and was about to hire a part-time research assistant for the new book I'm writing. But as soon as he saw how good it was, O3 decided not to. I'm still trying to see if my first results will be similar. I am not planning to hire a personal research assistant myself, but I have noticed that doing all the research while you're also trying to run a startup, it's quite time sensitive. So let's see if this is worth it. All right, so we are around 15 minutes in and we are now done. Here is its results. Here are the results. Okay, let's see. Let's go through it. This is a lot of stuff right here. Oh my god. Okay, it took 15 minutes or 12 minutes actually. I thought a bit longer. Great. 21 sources. And here it shows a very comprehensive results. Okay, so spiritual traditions, psychedelics, historical and their respective. Let me just read through this. I'm not going to include all this in the video, so let me just go through that. Okay, I'm going through this. This is quite insane, to be honest. It almost wrote the entire article for me in a way that I had plans to write it. It's quite mind-blowing. This is way better than ChatGPT 4 or O1, whatever it was before for this. It cites also in all its studies. It gives a very elaborate answer, as you can see. And then it also comes with a conclusion and key considerations. Looking for this, yeah, okay, many, we're gonna, wow. Yeah. Okay. This is not bad. I have to admit, this is very, very good. So how does that work then? Can I now have a conversation with it as well? So let's say, amazing, thanks. Can you now summarize the key points in a few bullet points? And let's see if it can does that. Okay, so then it reasoned for a second, and it can do that based on this. So it doesn't have to go through all the research again, which makes sense, of course. So here's a concise summary of the key points. Traditionally, yeah, cool. Major religions, Hinduism. Enter it. Okay. So New Age. This is yeah. All right. Overall, while the traditional doctrines in many major religions often discourage or forbid mind-altering substances, indigenous and esoteric traditions have a long-standing ritualized use of them. Modern spiritual movements are revisiting these ideas, blending ancient practices with contemporary insight on healing unconsciousness. All right. So what else would I want to have now? Can you make a list of all the sources you used in APA styling or regenerate? Let's see, you can do that as well, because that's of course also important. If I want to mention my sources, so you can see the reasoning here is clarifying the sourcing and crafting response, clarifying synthesis, compiling the overview. Yeah, great. Okay, so I can see it's putting stuff together. Boom. All right. So the overview provided was synthesized from my internal training data and general knowledge rather than directly consult external sources. However, I can offer a list of seminal works and academic references that are often cited in discussions. Okay. Yeah, these books I'm reading right now, so I know them. But these are not the sources that it used in this research. So these are not the sources and websites you used in this research. Could you provide those? Curious to see why it's not picking that. The overview I provided was generated based on the synthesis of my training data, which includes a broad range of text, academic literature, and general knowledge. I did not directly consult or pull content from specific websites or externally linked sources during our conversation. As a result, I don't have a list of specific websites or direct sources that were used. Okay, so that's interesting. So it actually didn't use any websites or pull data from it, while it did seem to do that in the sidebar, remember? So that is interesting. Not sure why, but okay, good to know. So for some reason, this is all made then with internal data, training data, but it does here show the sources to external websites. A lot of Wikipedia, for example. So it does show that. All right. Cool. Let's try something else. All right, so another use case I just read on the OpenAI side is business. So you can provide really elaborate business queries and it can then research that for you. So what I'm doing right now is I'm giving a query or a prompt to help me find how many people are interested in buying mushroom supplements, because I have a web shop in that, in the past 5 years in all European countries, and then segmented by demographic, age, and gender. So let's see what it comes up with. Then again, it asks me a question. All right, so it asked me what I want. I want it by country. I am interested in B2C. I want it broken down by income level, if possible. Also, occupation, if possible. And I am looking mainly for sales figures and survey-based interest, but if not available, which I assume, use online search trends. Okay, because it's so niche, and that's why I chose this question, I don't think it will be able to give me those metrics, because you need quite some detailed information on that. But let's see what it will do, what it will come up with. and it's starting the research again. Okay, I will pause this and I will come back to you when the research has been completed. So we are 6 minutes in. I just made myself a coffee while it was working on this. And I'm going to look at the response right now. So what did it come up with? Consumer interest in mushroom supplements. All right. Looks pretty good. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for. Reishi Chaga Lion's Mane. That is what I sell. Okay, nice. Then it took some information from these websites, Microtrition, Microstories, CBUI. Okay, cool. Has consistent sales growth 5 to 10% annually. Nice. Okay, cool. Then country by country breakdown. That's what I asked for. So let's see what we can see here. The table below summarizes consumer interest in mushroom supplement products in the last 5 years, so 2018 to 23. So there's a year delay. And it also segmented by sales trend, age, gender, income level, and occupation. So is this actually interesting information or not? So Germany, largest EU market. Germany dominates Europe's medicinal mushroom sales. Okay, cool. Age, widespread use across younger adults, mushroom interests. All right, more female users. Cool. Woman use. Okay, it used a study for that. It seems. Yeah, PubMed studied. And income level bias skews middle to high income educated. That is accurate with what we see as well. All right. And it did this per country. Wow. Okay, I would have to dive a bit more in depth into this because I need to know, of course, how accurate this is by checking all the sources as well and how much general information it used. But on a first glimpse, this looks pretty good because we also see a female bias in our customer audience. And the income levels, tech savvy, yeah, this is true as well. Okay, so I'm not going to do a deep dive into this data right now, but if this actually is accurate, then of course you can immediately see the potential impact of this because this is huge. I'm starting to see how this can be worth definitely the $200 a month. All right, it also has some key insights right here. Key market insights, top markets. Okay, I will dive a bit deeper into that, but it looks on the first glance, it looks pretty good, but who knows? A third option I want to play with deep research is the shopping option. So what I just read on the website is that you can use it as well for giving very specific prompts in regards to something that you're looking for a product. And then the response from deep research will be way better than 4.0 and previous models. So let's see how that works. I just gave it this prompt. I want a new backpack. I have some very specific needs in it. It did ask me for some other questions, follow-up questions. So I gave it a bit more context there. And yeah, basically this is exactly what I want. So if it comes up with a product for a good backpack that I can buy, then that will of course save me at least an hour, 2 hour, maybe 2 hours of time, because I'm someone that spends a lot of time researching then all the backpacks and kind of watch YouTube reviews on this because I'm going to use it for probably a decade. But if this can save me that time, that would be great. So let's see what it comes up with in a few minutes again. And we're 7 minutes later. It took 23 resources, and now we have a recommendation list here. So the first one is the Nomadic Travel Pack. Let's see, I already pasted it here. A nice video. Has some good ratings, it seems. Let's see, what is this? Looks good. Well, actually, the reviews are not that great, so let's do another one. Let's go for the Peak Design Everyday Charcoal. Is there a shopping link? Yeah, as well. So let's open that. Peak Design. Oh, wow, this looks good. This is nice. Wow. Ooh, that's some cool stuff. Oh yeah, a lot of compartments. Ooh, nice. Good pricing as well. Okay. That looks pretty dope. Anything else? Okay, let's throw the third one in here. Shopping. Okay, looks cool as well. Very nice, actually. Yeah, this is definitely something I was looking for. Okay, I think I won't go through all the options here, and it even made a nice table. But yeah, this, you can see how this can save you quite some time, especially if you do a lot of shopping, or you spend quite some time researching products like I do. This could be nice. So it could also change a bit, perhaps the way in which people shop on the internet. Of course, that's for another video, perhaps for marketing purposes, very impactful. But yeah, okay. First glimpse looks very good. Like the shopping part is nice, but I'm really impressed by the research feature, the first option I tried, and also for businesses, the research it does for your market, for market analysis. That looks pretty impressive so far. I will try it or test a little bit with it, of course, in the coming week, and maybe make another video once I have a bit more experience with it. But so far, pretty good stuff. All right, if you like this type of content, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.